there, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Warmup. I'm your host, Ashley Bullington. It is round 3 of playoffs, and today is Turkey Day. We have a great show for you this week, jam-packed with all of the Texas high school football content you could ever want, like a 4-course Thanksgiving meal. So let's get you warmed up. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I hope you all are having a great day, however you choose to celebrate. I just want to make sure you all know that I am thankful for each and every one of you. So while we are all waiting for lunch to be served or trying to distract ourselves from raiding the kitchen, or maybe we're in a food coma already, how about we talk some Texas high school football? We are in the 3rd round of playoffs this week, and after we are all stuffed with a Thanksgiving feast, there will be a great slate of games starting tomorrow, coming up on Inside High School Sports. Let's check out a few of them in the lineup presented by Sochil Chips and Salsa. Our DQ game of the week is Atascocita at Ridgepoint at TDECU Stadium. In 2020, the Eagles were the favorites to win, but the Panthers shocked the greater Houston area when they pulled out the 55-45 win in the regional round. Atascocita's defense last week shut down a high-powered Dickinson offense in the second half of the area round, and they won on a last-second field goal. Senior defensive end Caleb Hudson has 35.5 tackles and 5.5 sacks on the season and helped lead the charge against the Gators. Several starters returned on the Atascocita defense, making the Eagles secondary a group that is close and communicates when the defense is on the field. The Eagles are down their ace, Gavin Sessions, but they have found a diamond in Zion Brown, who has put the team on his back and given them some great play. Now, Ridgepoint took down a Houston power in the area round as they defeated Cy-Fair 41-20. Head coach Rick LaFavors has emphasized love within his team, and the Panthers are accrediting that to their success. This team is full of playmakers as well, like Bert Emanuel Jr., who almost seems like he is able to make plays happen with his eyes closed. This game should be a great one that will keep us on the edge of our seats with thrill. Who do you think will win? Another big game in the greater Houston area is Manville versus Hightower. These two league foes had a great game during their district play as Hightower took down the Mavericks. But now there's even more on the line as the winner takes a gold ball and their season is extended, and the loser goes home for good in the 2021 season. Hightower handed the Mavericks their first loss of the season in Week 5 with a 16-12 victory in district play. Since then, the Hurricanes won 7 more games and ended the 10-5A Division I season in the 3rd spot. Their defense has been doing a great job as they have only allowed 178 total points against them and are averaging a total of 15 points against them per game. The Hurricanes haven't lost any of their force under first-year head coach Cornelius Anthony, who's done a great job keeping the high-powered Hurricanes at a stage 5. Manville ended up taking 2nd in district and handed Katy Paytow their first loss of the season. Their defense is stout as they only allow an average of 15 points per game, and their offense can rip through defenses as they scored 491 total points this year and average 41 points per game. The Mavericks might not have as many big names on the field, but their teamwork makes up for them not having as many stars. As the saying goes, it's hard to defeat an opponent twice in the same season.
Enjoy the authentic flavors of ancient recipes. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
Some really great games coming up this weekend on Inside High School Sports Saturday night at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Matt Musel. It's Thanksgiving all over again. Now it's time for a battle as we bring on some great athletes you'll be seeing lining up on the gridiron this week, but line up here on our show in the battle.
Okay, guys, for the battle this week, we have 2 athletes from Ridgepoint High School. Guys, introduce yourselves.
I'm Walker. I play safety. I'm a senior.
I'm Peyton Farmer. I play taekwondo.
On a farm, what is a kid?
An asset.
A dependent? Close, but no.
Baby chicken. Baby
goat.
It's a baby goat.
Nice.
Okay, question 2. What does www stand for in a
World Wide
website?
Web. World Wide Web.
1 month. Okay, Area 51 is located in which state?
Nevada.
Yes. What is the name of the professional ice hockey team based in Toronto, Canada?
Maple Leaf.
It is the Maple Leafs. Okay, last question. What is the opposite of matter?
Antimatter.
It is antimatter.
Let's go.
You are the winner of the battle. Do you have any words for our viewers about you?
Peyton's just young, he's up and coming, so just give him a couple more years and he'll probably have me, but he's just a young little kid, so.
Awesome, guys. So we will have highlights from the Ridgepoint area round of playoffs this week on Inside High School Sports, Saturday at 11 p.m. on KHU 11.
Well, I guess I'll have to come up with something extra special next week. Inside High School Sports cannot cover every game going on in the area for our show, even though we wish we could. But we will help hype them up. Let's check out some games to keep an eye on in the hype. The first game to keep an eye on is Rockwall Heath versus Tomball in 6A Division 2. Tomball defeated Willis in the area round of playoffs and dominated ball control. The Cougars led by 3 scores at halftime as Willis barely held the ball. Tomball is 9-3 on the season and is advancing to the 3rd round for the first time since 2010. Tomball had a huge win in by district over the heavily favored Cy Park Tigers. Quarterback Kale Helms in the area victory had 111 rushing yards and 95 passing. Now, Rockwall Heath in 2021 has shown they are a Texas powerhouse. The Hawks squad is 11-1 on the season with a high-flying offense led by Indiana commit Josh Hoover. This squad has scored 636 total points this season, averaging 53 points per game. Rockwall Heath is currently on a 10-game win streak with their one and only loss coming at the hands of the South Lake Carroll Dragons. This game will be played Saturday at 8 p.m. at the Alamo Dome. Next off is Duncanville versus Spring. They will be facing off at the Ford Center at 7 p.m. in Frisco. Duncanville is 10-1 and has been crushing teams during its 10-game winning streak, outscoring the opposition 583 points to 84. Duncanville allowed 82 total yards and 30 rushing yards in last week's 52-2 rout of Mesquite. Spring is 11-1 and averages 323.7 passing yards per game. They are led by quarterback Bishop Davenport, a Utah State pledge who has thrown for 3,562 yards and 41 touchdowns. Look for a big game from running back Malachi Medlock as Duncanville tries to advance to its 4th straight regional final. But spring will be one of their toughest tasks of the year as the Lions are hot-handed and one of the best in the state. So many great games going on this week, and now it's time to see what's been trending on social media around the Inside High School sports world in our segment, The Buzz. I promise this has to do with Houston too, y'all. Blenn's men's basketball coach, Scott Schumacher, a Waller graduate, just won his 600th game. He is ranked 14th in the coaching records for NJCAA and has been coaching for 31 years. Congrats, Coach Schumacher, on a huge milestone. I'm not crying. You're crying. In Port Neches, student athlete Noah Jackson was injured during a high school football game. The brain injury hospitalized him for 40 days and at times had his support system worried. But it is a Thanksgiving miracle, as Noah has been released a week early from the hospital and will get to spend the holiday with his loved ones. And even cooler, the entire Port Neches community came to welcome Noah home with a parade at the high school. That's all we have for this week's episode. To stay up to date with all things Inside High School Sports, follow our social accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and by following those, we'll get you ready for the highlight of the sports weekend. Chevy's Inside High School Sports, Saturday at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Matt Musil. I'm Ashley Bullington, and I hope you've gotten warmed up for all the Texas high school football action on the gridiron this week. Now, go eat some turkey, or go eat some more turkey, or whatever you eat at Thanksgiving, and be a glutton and enjoy. I know I'm about to, as I have my